here with you, Clark.
Always great to be with you as well, B.A. And this is perhaps my favorite night of the year when you talk about the NBA opening night. So much excitement, so much anticipation, and we know the rest of the season will deliver.
And now Dallas' starting group. Anthony Davis is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Klay Thompson. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Lively in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Irving. Here's Davis. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
This is why they feed Davis inside. I mean, they know how much of a beast he is down there, and he eats good.
Carter, a screen on Davis. Caldwell Pope finds Carter. Wagner outside. Back to Carter.
Oh, man. Whoa. Punch, that was.
Bad intentions. And that one is stuffed right through.
Stunning and surprising jam by Carter Jr. I don't think anybody saw that coming.
Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Kyrie Irving's special. I mean, as skilled a player as you'll ever see when it comes to handling the ball and scoring in close.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley, and the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Irving. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Banchero. From down in the low post, it goes. Banchero's got his second basket on the night.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Outside Irving. Davis with a screen on Banchero. Pass to Lively. Now here's Irving. 5 on the clock. The jump hook. Dallas no good that time either. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
I just love the ball movement.
The Mavericks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Thompson against Caldwell Pope. Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Marshall. Back to Thompson. Will it go? Orlando grabs the miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Banchero with a screen on Thompson. Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Kicks it out to Wagner. And here's Suggs. He's guarded by Irving. The Magic need to put one up here. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Well, Clark, he's a former 1-1 back in 2022. The league better watch out. Paolo Banchero is coming.
And he's coming with force, B.A. Loved him his 1 year in college. Loved his mobility, his strength, his savvy, and all of that on display as he's going to be one of the bright stars in the years ahead in the NBA.
Now here's Suggs. The 3 from Banchero. He's off on that one.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Shot from the wing. Here's Lively. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Banchero outside. Banked it in off the glass. Banchero's got 7 points in the game.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Yep, count it.
Irving, so good and crafty at being able to get things done with a high percentage shot inside.
Suggs finds Banchero. Back to Suggs. Now Banchero, defended by Thompson. Banchero in the post, working on Thompson, and Banchero gets it to go. He's got 9.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Now here's Banchero. 9 points in the game. Pass to Suggs. Carter, a screen on Irving. Back to Carter. Missed inside. Mavericks trail by 10. Outside Irving. And Lively with a basket on the assist from Irving.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. If there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Tries the spin move. Pass to Carter. He tries for three. Drains the triple. Carter's got his second basket of the night.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Magic. Hunting for opportunities, leading to... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the court right now for Dallas. Kyrie Irving out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Najee Marshall, and it's Lively in at the 5. They grab their own miss. Lively with the bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. Here's Banchero. The rebound by Klay Thompson.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Irving for three. Rebound by the Magic. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotage. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Suggs. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
Screen by Lively. Irving, the pass to Lively. Back to Irving. That one goes in. Irving's got 7 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
With the 9-foot standing reach, Carter has no trouble putting that away.
Irving for 3. With the tip, it's good on the putback. Lively's gotten 4 this quarter.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
The 3 ball. Franz Wagner, that one's good. He has 6. Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing. You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Here's Banchero. Using his size, Banchero gets by inside.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
The 3 from Thompson. Rebounded by Suggs. Magic leading by 12. Banchero finds Wagner. Back to Banchero. Kicks it out to Wagner. Beyond the arc. And Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Dallas has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Clark, we know how great Wagner is offensively. He's a plus defender as well.
You know what? I think he takes great pride in being a versatile, high-level defender. I mean, he focuses on that and gives great effort there. Offense comes relatively easy. He's got a great skill set, good size and mobility. But the defense is where he's really focused on excelling, and he's doing it.
Lively with a screen on Banchero. Inside, Wagner with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's Caldwell Pope. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's just a case of really good anticipation from Wagner. Allowed him to swipe the ball and get the play started.
Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Marshall passes to Irving. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Thompson. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 9 rebounds now. Banchero outside. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
Shot to stop the run. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Banchero. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
He buries it from 3.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
And so it's Orlando looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points a key to this lead. We'll be right back with you shortly.
You have certain players that live and die by the 3. Right now, they are L-I-V-I-N, living. Can it continue?
All right, guys, let's swing it over and see what the fans have been. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Jonathan Isaac is out there with Wagner. Then it's Cole Anthony, and it's De Silva in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Magic leading by 19. Wagner finds Anthony. Here's Queen. It's tipped. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Martin misses.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
And the call will be against Jonathan Isaac. That's his first foul. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Washington a screen. Top of the key. There's the triple.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Wagner, the pass to Isaac. Over to the left wing. Down low. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And Isaac really a big-time player on the interior. When he's near the basket, he's looking to score the ball.
Here's Washington. Lays it up and banks it in. Washington's got his first 2 points of the night.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
Wagner against Gafford. No good with the triple.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Orlando foul. The Silva. First personal foul. Second team foul.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Exum.
The defense giving them plenty of trouble here in the second half. I think they might need to alter their play calls a bit.
Isaac against Martin. Isaac's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 21. And here's Washington. Clock at 6. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
And he makes all 3. Magic leading by 18. Isaac left side. Pass to Queen. Picked by Isaac. There's the drive. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Isaac against Washington. And here's Martin. Let's go with a 3. Again, the miss by Dallas. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Pass to Isaac. And the shot's good. Isaac's got 4 points this quarter.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
For 3, Dinwiddie. They get it back. Back to Washington. Second chance shot. Count it. Washington's got 7 points in the game.
You know, Washington brings terrific strength to his inside game. He plays with quite a bit of force and fought his way into that shot.
Wagner, the pass to Anthony. Here's Queen. 3-pointer. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 20. From deep. It's hauled in by Isaac. Isaac's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's De Silva. Counted from distance. De Silva's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
A rare assist for Mo Wagner. Normally, he's the one finishing.
Exum passes to Martin. The ball's knocked loose. Back to Exum from behind the arc. Drills it from deep.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
To the inside. Wagner with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's Isaac. It's stolen by Washington. That one no good. And so it's the Orlando Magic. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason.
We're not talking to each other.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Orlando leading by 20. Taking a look at the Mavericks. We've got Davis, Kyrie Irving out there with Thompson. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Marshall in at the small forward position. And for Dallas, they're shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be.
Anthony Davis understands the value of points in transition, getting out and finishing on the break.
Suggs against Irving. And there's contact and a whistle. So So he's got 2 shots coming up. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. Now, he realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
Thompson passes to Davis. Poke loose. Caldwell Pope with it. Now Thompson defending. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Nice job grinding through and earning the whistle. Caldwell Pope felt it coming and just pushed through it.
All right, Grant, do you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, B.A., it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
Sinks the tray.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
Irving, the pass to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Back to Suggs. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Irving, the pass to Thompson. Back to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Davis, a screen. Lets the 3 fly. The shot, no good.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
Here's Carter. Pass to Caldwell Pope. And stolen by Irving. And now the Mavs on the run. Blocked.
Good closeout from Suggs right there. How about the young fella impacting the game at the defensive end?
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Thompson passes to Marshall. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Lively. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Wendell Carter.
Rim running, shot blocking, rebounding. Lively, elite in all 3 categories.
Both good from the line that time.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And they pick up 2. And the Magic lead by 16.
Banchero putting together some kind of performance here. He's the entire package.
Here's Irving. Good on the bucket.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Banchero outside. To the middle. Here's Carter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
This is where Carter Jr. looks to score from, using his size to his advantage.
Here's Marshall. He's covered by Suggs. Caldwell Pope against Thompson. Here's Marshall. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for Orlando. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Suggs. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Good on the shot.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Here's Banchero. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Lively. Stolen by Carter.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Magic.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Well, at least they're going to take one game in this season series. It was an uphill climb.
And I think it says a lot about them that they were able to salvage this game. When you drop the first 2 against a team, you can often get down on yourself. They overcame that mental roadblock and were impressive in doing so.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Paolo Banchero.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Marshall can't hit. Caldwell Pope against Davis. Here's Banchero. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Assisted by Clay Thompson.
Orlando with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Irving with a deep three. The rebound by Carter.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
The three from Banchero. Sends it home from three-point land. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate.
to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster... filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Harden out there with Dunn, and it's Zubac in at the center. Here's Dunn. Pass to Zubac. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Carter. Van Carroll looking around. To the paint. And it's Carter missing.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Back to Harden. And it's Leonard, top of the key. Shot clock at 6. Zubac kicks to Dunn. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Dunn. Harden's got his team on the board to start the game for the Clippers. And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player.
Here's Leonard. Paolo Banchero making his last shot. Dunn misses. The first quarter of action. Here's Caldwell Pope. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Kept moving, never took his eye off the hoop. Caldwell Pope, the grinder of a bucket.
Harden against Caldwell Pope. Inside. Here's Zubac. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Caldwell Pope for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points so far. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life, it's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin. Just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. PA thanks. Now, here's Faulkner. Norman Powell unable to get his last shot to go. To the inside. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And we love it when Kawhi takes it over into his own hands. What a special player.
Deflects the pass. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Paolo Banchero.
Coming off a terrific season. Last season, how about 22 points per, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And nice dime from Zubac. His floor awareness is solid.
Right, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on that 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. It's rebounded by Leonard. Wagner against Powell. Dunn passes to Zubac, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Harden outside. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Magic. Wagner with it. Still scoreless. Caldwell Pope pass to Suggs. Down low. Here's Carter. And the rejection by Zubac.
Smart defender. Zubac understands how to position himself to come up with blocks.
Kicks it out to Harden. Screen by Leonard. And the jam by Harden.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
A good close contest so far. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spot. Dunn is out there with Harden. And it's Zubac in at the 5.
What a slam from Wagner. When he gets that close, he is going for it.
Screen by Zubac. Powell, the pass to Zubac. It's good. Zubac has got his second basket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Banchero finds Carter. Basket good. Carter's got the lead. Back up to 3 now for Orlando.
And that's a huge body down low. When Carter Jr. gets that kind of position, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Here's Leonard. Leonard chewing him up inside.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Brent Kawhi Leonard seems to be at his best. He is his most incredible when it matters the most.
Yeah, I think we sometimes tend to forget about how dominant Kawhi was in the performances at the biggest moments during the NBA Finals with his MVP awards, and it's mostly due to the fact that injuries have taken him away from those moments. But it's all in there. He is capable of dominating a game on both sides of the floor, Kevin, and I hope that there's another opportunity for us as fans to see him have one more crack at that, if not a couple more, before his career is over.
Well, there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
And he's a crafty, kind of an old school big. Carter Jr. knows how to keep defenders off balance.
And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Dunn kicks to Powell. Harden against Suggs. Here's the floater. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Drills the three-pointer. Suggs has got the lead up to 3 now for Orlando.
Oh, confident shot by Suggs. He just goes right up and lets it fly.
And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, why dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Wagner with it, all guarded by Dunn. Caldwell Pope passes to Wagner. Pass to Suggs. That one, no good. Good D by Harden. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Powell, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
I like that hoop from Norman Powell. Shoot it close to the hoop. Forget the long range stuff. Make it easy on yourself.
Wagner outside. Here's Banchero. Good on the bucket. Banchero's got 8.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need them.
To the middle. Leonard kicks to Powell. 3-pointer. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. The Magic have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Driving in and finished off by Banchero.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And Suggs throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Now Suggs. He's got 5. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
20 seconds left here in the second. And here is Powell. Back to Dunn. Shoots over Wagner. Dunn misses.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
It's all tied in Orlando. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Out in Indiana, it'll be the Pacers against the Cavaliers. 7 p.m. Eastern is the tip-off.
This is going to be an
And let's turn to the game we've been watching. It was a fantastic first half for Paolo Banchero.
So it's not a...
And that is...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot. So right now he's feasting.
You've got Isaac. He's out there with Mo Wagner. And it's De Silva in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley.
This time slashing Bogdanovich, not in a spot-up mode, but on the move. And he picked up some contact while he was driving to the hole.
And the second free throw, good.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Anthony with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, you gotta push Isaac out of the paint. Once he's got that position, he is going to be all over the rim.
Here's Coffey. Boom, he jams it straight down. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Pass to De Silva. Over to the left wing. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The Magic shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. Eubanks and the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, Bogdanovich would prefer to shoot it, but teammates so wide open, had to give it up.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Isaac passes to Queen. Isaac a screen on Bogdanovich. Queen can't get it to go. The Clippers shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Batum dishes to Mills. Back to Batum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Batum's got his first basket of the night.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Batum against Isaac. Back to Anthony. Mills with the steal. And Mills with a clear path to the hoop. Bogdanovich wide open. Nails the corner three. Now it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Oh, he is so good from deep. Bogdan is even better shooting out of the corner.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Mills finds Eubanks. Outside, Batum. Pass to Mills. 5 to shoot. Fires from 18. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. A 2-point game. The offensive rebound out to Anthony. Driving the lane, and it's Anthony with the jam.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
Here's Wagner, and finished off by Wagner.
Going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Here's Coffey. To end the run, and he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Drains it from beyond the arc. Queens got the lead up to 3 now for Orlando.
Pretty much no one is going to pass up a shot like that. So much for the defense.
Batum, and the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And a little slam dunk from Batum. That'll work.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Wagner. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Clippers have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. And Mills kicks to Batum. Right side, Bogdanovich. Pass to Eubanks. Clippers moving the ball around. Another one falls for the Clippers.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Anthony, the pass to Queen. Back to Anthony. The 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight... And let's take a listen now to Coach.
You gotta make the right play like you've been doing all night, all right?
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. So see if they can pull it off. Guys?
Thank you, David. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Harden out there with Dunn, and it's Zubac in at the 5 down low.
All right, Harden still got some hops and finishing that one off with some power.
Suggs finds Carter. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Back to Carter. Here's Suggs. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got his 4th assist in this one. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Zubac with it. Picked up by Banchero. Leonard. Orlando grabs the miss. And Banchero. Here we go. Count that one.
And taking the hit, no less. Excellent body control from Banchero, and he does a great job of just shielding the ball from defenders.
Zubac, that's good.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
That's good from Dunn on the assist by Harden. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Well, still such a prolific passer in this league. You expect Harden to make those kind of dishes.
Banchero, and the call on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge.
More difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's Banchero missing. Clippers leading by 4. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Leonard against Caldwell Pope. Aggressive move inside from Kawhi.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
It counts, and the foul. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
He better get used to these late game scenarios. Banchero getting a nice taste of it right there.
And so Harden will bring it up for Los Angeles. 3-point lead. Powell kicks to Dunn. A three-pointer, no good. The Magic have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Carter dishes to Banchero. Back to Carter. Six on the shot clock. Here's Banchero. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Now just a 1-point Clipper lead. Harden against Wagner. Harden the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, man, love calling Zubac's number there. At 7 feet, he can get shots off in big moments.
Banchero kicks to Wagner. Banchero outside. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Here's Banchero. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Up top, Leonard. He's covered by Banchero. For the 3. Trains it from downtown.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Clippers moving the ball around. Back to Zubac. Pass to Powell. Harden outside. Leonard on the wing. Done outside. And there's the drive. And the shot goes in. And it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Leonard with no one around. Powell kicks to Leonard. Misses. So the Clippers with the win. A truly gutsy. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.
are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, B.A., proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
So here's the Clippers starting group. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubats in at the center spot. Now here's Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Davis can't hit. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Driving to the basket. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
And a slam dunk by Lively.
This is why you let Lively go to work inside. Such an exceptional athlete.
Harden into the lane. Harden drawing the double team. Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Let's send it to Allie LaForce, who caught up with head coach Jason Kidd. Allie?
He feels good about their chances if they can prevent Kawhi Leonard from taking over. We're talking about a first ballot Hall of Famer who can score from all 3 levels and can take your best scorer out of the game. I asked him, so what's the plan? He said, survive.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Harden. 35 points his last game. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Kawhi Leonard decides to flash that explosive athleticism. This guy works so hard on both his body and his craft. Great chemistry between 2 teammates. Love the passing.
And here are the Clippers now. After the basket by Dallas. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Yeah, if you allow Zubats positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
And Doris, the Clippers with new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
BA, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization.
Harden misses. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Irving, the pass to Davis. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Kawhi Leonard reminding folks he's still got a vertical. Look out.
Pass to Lively. Back to Thompson. Lively with a screen on Harden. Now here's Lively. Lets it go from deep. Dallas no good that time either.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Powell, a screen on Irving. Here's Leonard. Soft touch off the glass. Leonard's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Here's Irving. Back to Lively. Lets it go from 11. Pass to Irving. The Clippers grab the miss. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter here. Davis against Leonard. Powell, a screen on Davis. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now here's Irving. Yet to see a basket. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Outside Irving. Inside. Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Harden drives in. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Irving looking around. Here's Davis. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Harden against Thompson. On the wing, Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Powell outside. This one for 3. On target from range.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Irving. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. Just speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Najee Marshall is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving, then there's Derek Lively, and it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Well, Doris, there's one thing for sure. When Kawhi Leonard is available, he's elite.
There's no question about it, Brian. And it's so difficult to watch a player who cares so deeply about the game as Kawhi does not have his body hold up. It's been unfortunate over the years to see the toll injuries have taken on his career. But boy, oh boy, clutch, skilled, competitive, tough, every attribute you could want.
Now here's Leonard. Give him 8 points now. Misses from short range. The 3 from Thompson. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
This guy is on the short list of the all-time great three-point shooters. Klay Thompson's stroke is flawless.
Count it. Good. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Davis with a screen on Harden. Thompson passes to Davis. Easy money for Davis inside.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Harden with it. Irving picks him up. Out to the right wing. Dunn's shot is good. Dunn's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
How about since he entered the league, Kawhi Leonard has tripled his assist average. What a good passer he has become.
Now here's Irving. No points yet. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Leonard. Kawhi! Too strong inside.
But Kawhi Leonard right now is cooking, folks. This guy has got a rhythm, and you better watch out.
Thompson passes to Davis. Over Leonard. And Davis with the basket. On the assist by Thompson. Give him 8 points now. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
Well, with that frame and that power, James Harden leaves no doubt.
Thompson, that's good.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Thompson against Harden. Pass to Dunn. Harden surveying the D. And here's Leonard. He's guarded by Irving. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard. But Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player capable of taking over on both ends.
Now here's Dunn, pass to Zubats. Now here's Leonard. Left side, Harden. Over Thompson. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Mavericks trail by 7. Here's Irving. And he lays it up and in.
I could make the case Kyrie Irving is the best ball handler of all time. On the dribble drive, look out.
Pass to Leonard. Kawhi, so steady inside.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
Well, get off your feet and send it home, Klay Thompson.
Harden against Thompson. Pass to Zubats. Back to Harden. Into the lane. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Okay, Ali, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Come one, come all.
Check it out, Los Angeles. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Their offense.
Thanks as always.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. We've got Drew Eubanks, Amir Coffey out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Patrick Mills, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. Now here's Exum, the shot, the 3 from Washington. Nails it from beyond the arc. Washington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Mills, the pass to Bogdanovich. And it's all from three-point range. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Exum. Yes! And the foul! It's going to go on Bogdanovich.
Well, you love how Dante Exum gets inside. He's got terrific touch close.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And we're going to have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Gafford passes to Exum. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. And here we have last season's best free throw shooting teams. The Clippers 3rd.
Yeah, knocking down free throws was a real specialty for them last year.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Gafford with a screen on Mills. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Washington.
That's about having long arms and excellent athleticism. That is excellent defense from Nick Batum.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Now Mills. Batum gets the bucket. Batum's gotten his first basket of the night.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Dinwiddie finds Gafford. And here's Exum. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 1. Mills against Dinwiddie. Batum outside. Back to Mills. Eubanks the screen. Coffee into the lane. Oh, he picked him clean. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Dinwiddie. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Dinwiddie's got his first points of the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Pass to Coffee. To the paint. Batum, pass to Coffee. Back to Batum. Outside Bogdanovich. Lets a floater go. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Here's Dallas now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Dinwiddie against Mills. Washington a screen on Mills. Dinwiddie passes to Martin. Washington outside. Here's Exum. Uses the glass on the layup. And now it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Eubanks, the pass to Batum. And he banks in the layup. Batum's got his second bucket of the night.
Wow, what soft touch from Nick Batum. This guy has no trouble finishing in the painted area.
Stolen by Mills. Pass to Batum. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Batum's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points. He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Mills against Dinwiddie. Now here's Mills. Not a lot of room. Batum sets a screen. Bogdanovich passes to Batum. Washington grabs the miss. The Mavericks on offense. They're on a 17-6 run. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Batum with the defensive effort. Here's Coffee. Three-pointer off the mark. The Mavericks lead by 4. Washington passes to Gafford. Pass to Washington. From downtown. The rebound by Eubanks.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Mills, the pass to Eubanks. Outside Bogdanovich. Here he goes. Here's Coffee. Drops in the 3.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Three quarters of play and a close one here. Mavericks ahead, leading by 1. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Derek Lively is out there with Davis. Then there's Najee Marshall. Then it's Thompson. And it's Irving in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's Dunn. Check by Davis. And Davis with the block.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Leonard against Irving. 5 to shoot to tie it up.
And I don't know why they're still shooting threes. It's not paying off for them.
On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Harden. Thompson against Harden. Pass to Lively. And here's Thompson for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Leonard. Nice D from Thompson. And so Thompson will bring it up for Dallas. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Yep, that one goes. Now it's a 5-point Dallas lead.
What's amazing about Kyrie is the number of go-to moves he has on the interior.
Thompson against Harden. Leonard right side. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got 4 rebounds now. Thompson in the post. Defended by Dunn. Clay busting it up inside.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Harden against Thompson. Powell in the post. Outside for Harden. 6 to shoot. Zubac with a screen on Thompson. Here's Harden. And a nice finish on the layup.
But James Harden has run millions of pick and rolls in his career. He is the master of it. Understands what the defense concedes and then goes right at it.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Norman Powell on the big-time delivery.
And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Harden against Irving.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
There's a minute 59 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Lively. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Zubac finds Leonard. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. The Mavericks lead by 5. Outside Davis. Thompson outside. Lively with a screen on Harden. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Harden. Dunn left side. Here's Leonard. The Mavericks pull it in. Lively's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Irving. Davis a screen. Irving pass to Lively. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Irving. Out to Thompson. Takes the 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Marshall passes to Irving. Let's go with a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Back to Leonard. And so the Mavericks take the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian.
it's NBA opening night, one of the best dates on the calendar. I know you're as excited as I am.
I sure am. Finally, Kevin, we get some games that count. We've been waiting months for tonight, and I love how at this point, everybody has playoff aspirations.
A lot of optimism, isn't there, Coach?
There's sure. This is the best day of the year.
A look at the Magic starting group. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Bitadze in at the center.
We've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Over to the left wing. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Back to Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Clock at 4. Thompson against Suggs. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Although they were eliminated in the first round, last season was a success stand for the Magic.
It sure was, Kevin. I don't think many people had them even making the playoffs, but they fought hard, pushed the Cavs to 7 games, and gained valuable playoff experience.
And here's Banchero after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson, and it's in there.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
And it's Davis missing.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
They set the pick. For 3, Caldwell Pope. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
Well,
and it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And it's Suggs missing. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Outside, Davis. Irving looking over the floor. Davis setting the pick for Irving. Missed inside. The Magic trail by 3. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Irving passes to Lively. The kick out to Irving. Lively a screen on Banchero. And that one, good.
And that's a defensive miscue there. You can't let Irving get that kind of position inside.
Banchero against Davis. Banchero outside. Here's Wagner. Misses the layup. Mavericks leading by 3. Irving finds Davis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And when healthy, Davis remains an absolute force in this league on both sides of the ball.
And he makes both free throws. The Magic trail by 5. Banchero looking around. Pass to Suggs. 6 to shoot. Banchero kicks to Wagner. Off target with his 3.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment. The shot's good.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Mavericks leading by 5. Here's Irving. Takes it off the glass.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Irving against Caldwell Pope. Banchero is screened for Caldwell Pope. Takes the 3. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Here's Dallas. They're on a 15-6 run. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Banchero is screened for Caldwell Pope over Irving. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Davis. Pass to Marshall. Irving with a clean look. That falls. Great assist by Marshall. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead.
And so it's Dallas. 13 points up at the end of the period. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
They've got Kyrie Irving. Derek Lively is out there with Anthony Davis. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Marshall in at the 3 slot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Here's Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 11 points in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Driving the lane. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Shot on the wing. And another basket for Dallas.
And when Irving is rolling like this, it's really special to watch. Not much the D can do.
Batase the pass to Wagner. Suggs with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Caldwell Pope against Irving. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And it's only their first turnover here, so they've done a great job of protecting the rock.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Count that one. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Yeah, and showing some force inside. Wagner making sure he gets his.
Pass to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And that one's good, Wagner.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Here's Irving. And he makes good on the layup. Irving's got 17 now.
On the drive, Irving just so dynamic. The defense doesn't know what to do to contain it.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Going inside, and Suggs throws it down.
Off the bounce, Suggs showing his athleticism.
Back in 2022, the #1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year, and on that team, he has really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and starred.
There have been quite a few of them.
For three, Caldwell Pope. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods, the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you. Thompson against Suggs. 5 on the clock. And Thompson kicks to Irving. No good on the triple. The Magic trail by 12. Pass to Bitadze. Lively against Wagner. Now Banchero. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Banchero's got 10 points in the game. Thompson outside. 44 seconds left here in the second. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Known as a shooter, Thompson's size allows him to score inside as well.
Caldwell Pope pass to Banchero. To the middle. Here's Wagner, and finished off by Wagner.
Well, with his size and athleticism, it's not hard for Wagner to get up there.
Moving against Banchero. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Paolo Banchero. The Mavericks shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Here's Marshall. No scoring in this one. Lively. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Mavericks. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Taking a look here now at the Magic. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah. And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Magic. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
On the court for Orlando, a post pairing Isaac and Carter Jr. Then there's Cole Anthony. And it's Queen in at the shooting guard. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Here's Williams. Banked in off the glass. Williams has got the first field goal of the second half for Dallas.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Anthony, the pass to Queen. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They led by as many as 18 points.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Shots good by Gafford.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Pass to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Well, Anthony's showing us the spring in his step.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for Dallas. It's a 14-point game. For this screen on Anthony. Here's Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Carter. Puts up a 3. Here's Isaac. Lays it up off the glass.
And how about Isaac? He just attacks the backboard, especially on the offensive glass, putting that height to good use.
There's the pick. Here's Prosper. And the shot goes down. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's De Silva. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Anthony's showing good vision there.
The Mavericks have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. So, Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is Dad. Cole Anthony. He has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, and the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them.
Here's De Silva. Misses the 3.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Exum deciding where to go with it. And a miss there on the triple. The Magic trail by 13. Queen the pass to Isaac. Off target from three-point range. Dallas has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Now here's Exum. He's covered by Isaac. Now here's Exum. And finished off by Exum.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Mavericks leading by 14. Shoots from the corner. Washington with it. He has yet to score. The 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
To the inside. Down low. Dallas moving the ball around. Pass to Prosper. Isaac against Washington. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The Magic trail by 17. Suggs looking around. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Wagner outside. And he's good on the three ball. Wagner's got 9.
Well, that's a good sign for Wagner. He's working to become a more consistent shooter from outside.
Outside Irving. Over Suggs. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Dallas, sitting with a comfortable lead up. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach.
Good D, good pull.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Irving is out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Derek Lively. And it's Marshall in at the small 4. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Suggs against Irving. Pass to Thompson. Davis with it. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They led by as many as 18 points. Thompson against Suggs. It's Klay off the drive. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Jalen Suggs. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Mavericks.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And, you know, another thing that's really been working for them tonight is the mid-range. They're having no problem finding shots in that area.
Caldwell Pope outside. Another miss by Orlando. And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. The lead is 15. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Now, here's Marshall, guarded closely. Thompson from long range. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Here's Wagner. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. It's touched by Lively. Now Caldwell Pope to halt the run. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, that's just the physicality from Suggs. Fighting off defenders in close.
Thompson from long range. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Ball's knocked loose. Suggs kicks to Wagner. Fires away from outside. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Mavericks.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Isaac right side. Back to Suggs. Pass to Isaac. Inside. And finished off by Banchero. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
Irving attacking. In the corner, lively with it. Here's Marshall, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
And here's Davis for 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. There's Wagner with the 3. And on the way from Irving for 3. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is...
watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early goings?
You know, BA, take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building, plus you wait all off-season to see how your team measures up. And now we get to find out.
And the starting lineup for the Magic. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Goga Bitadze is out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Suggs in at the 1. Now here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Suggs with it. Wagner outside. And Franz Wagner picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Harden surveying the D. Powell outside. Beyond the arc. They get it again. Zubac passes to Powell. Dunn outside. Clock at 6. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Banchero. Lays it up and banks it in. Banchero's gotten his second bucket.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Down low. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
And it's a blessing to have a big wing with the mobility of Wagner.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, BA, that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in LA, they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
So it's Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Magic. Zubac with a screen on Suggs. Harden, the pass to Leonard. Back to Harden from deep. Orlando with the rebound. Banchero outside. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. To the paint. Here's Bitadze. It's rebounded by Zubac. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. The shot by Dunn, no good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Banchero offline with a baseline jumper.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Powell left side. The 3 ball. Pure from 3-point range. Powell's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
The 3 from Banchero. Here's Suggs. Pass to Bitadze. Wagner on the wing. The Magic need to put one up here. Orlando again missing. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Dunn with it. Screen by Leonard. Dunn, the pass to Leonard. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, you look at how Dunn slices apart the defense with his passing. Phenomenal in the pick and roll.
Banchero against Leonard. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off the perimeter guys, too.
Nice basic one-hander there.
Hey, I think he got some extra bounce off the ground on that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's what it looked like to me. I mean, he was way up there.
And that one drops for him.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
Here's Harden. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Carroll with it. Picked up by Powell. Here's Wagner. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Wagner's got 6.
Just punishing the defense from the interior. Wagner doesn't mind scoring against physical defense.
Yes, it's good.
That's tough to take as a defender. You've got position, and you still get beat.
Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
The 3 from Suggs. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together.
2 minutes are allowed to review the last play.
Again, they need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
Yeah, anything can happen. I mean, they want to get the call right, and the league is taking steps to speed the process with the Replay Review Center in Secaucus queuing up the footage for the...
It's all tied in Los Angeles. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
It was pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubats in at center, filling out the middle. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. And Carroll with it. Dunn in his pocket. Banchero outside to the middle. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Banchero. Give him 8.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
Here comes Kawhi. Into the lane. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. The 3 from Suggs. Offensive rebound. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from 3. Suggs has got 5.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the slam.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
The 3 from Suggs. And again, it's the magic from deep. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Dunn outside. Got a piece of it. Caldwell Pope with it. Dunn in his pocket. Here's Banchero. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
A full load to handle anywhere on the floor. Banchero makes sure he gets his.
Gets one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Clippers trail by 3. Dunn outside. It's Powell on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Harden. Leonard outside. 4-3. Oh, Leonard laces it in from distance.
Leonard scores at all 3 levels. He's a threat anywhere on the floor.
To the left side wing. Here's Batase. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Zubac. Pass to Dunn. Out to Leonard. It's Powell on the wing. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Banchero. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Orlando. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Using his size, Banchero gets by inside.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Zubac inside, defended by Wagner. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. In third, the Clippers.
Now, we all know that getting to the free throw line is so vital in today's game. I mean, you get the freebies, plus you put your opponents in foul trouble.
Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Wagner knows how to handle his business inside, mainly due to how much confidence he brings to the court.
Harden finds Leonard. Now here's Zubac. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Third in free throw shooting, and they finished in the top 10 in outside shooting. Once they caught fire from beyond the arc, they were a very difficult team to try to slow down.
And when you think about how well they shot the ball from the line last season, it really stands out. Finishing in the top 5 and really taking advantage of any opportunity they got to cash in from the stripe.
Tell you what, I love when Suggs attacks the defense like this because he's so hard to guard when he's aggressively looking to get to the rim.
Zubac passes to Harden. And Harden with the slam.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
The three from Suggs. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 7 rebounds in the game. Now Dunn. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Magic out in front. They lead by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Taking a look here now at the Magic. You really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason. Yeah, you have.
And let's turn to the game we've been watching. It was a fantastic first half for Paolo Banchero.
And what he did to those.
And that's a wrap on half.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the court for Orlando, Isaac in at the 4 with Carter Jr. playing the 5. Then there's Anthony, and it's Queen in at the shooting guard position.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
And Anthony slams it in.
Turning on the afterburners on the drive. Good to see Anthony using his athleticism in these situations.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Bogdan Bogdanovic. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Picked by Carter. Here's Isaac. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Isaac, no good on the free throw.
Well, this guy packs a nice skill set, Jonathan Isaac. A slender big man who has nice range and is a superb defender already. So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Here's Queen, defended by Bogdanovich. Mills against Anthony. Inside. Oh, they pick off the pass. Right side, Bogdanovich. Batum outside. Orlando with the rebound. Here's Queen. No made baskets yet.
Carter Jr. does a nice job there giving it up to his teammate. A solid passer at his position.
Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Mills. The three is up. The rebound by Carter. Magic leading by 5. Here's Isaac, and he drives in. And the dunk by Isaac.
Oh, mercy, mercy me. Isaac with a loud bucket. Great bounce.
Pass to Coffey. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Eubanks, the pass to Batum. 5 to shoot. Outside Bogdanovich. The three-pointer off the mark. The Magic have gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Picked by Carter. Anthony, the pass to Queen. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carter. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes remaining.
Mills, the pass to Eubanks.
2 minutes.
Takes the three. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Magic leading by 7. Here's Queen. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Bogdanovich.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Good on the second one. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Coffey, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Anthony with a bucket. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Orlando with the rebound. Carter on the wing, guarded by Batum, kept alive. Clippers trail by 8. Bogdanovich passes to Mills. Oh, rejected by Isaac.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
Orlando shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. The three from Suggs. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
With his speed, Suggs able to get one step ahead, and then he's ready to let it fly.
Powell outside. There's the 3. Zubac passes to Dunn. For 3, Powell. It's rebounded by Batase.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees a shooter and gets him set up nicely.
Leonard for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist of the night.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Pass to Batase. From the arc. And another three for Orlando.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight.
And so it's the Orlando Magic, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden. And it's Zubats in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Rebound by the Magic. Batadze's got his fourth rebound in this one. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Dunn. Leonard up top. It's rebounded by Batadze. Batadze's got 5 rebounds tonight. Suggs surveys the D. Pass to Banchero. Drives to the hoop. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Banchero comes tumbling by.
Orlando leading by 18. The three from Suggs. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Good awareness that time to put the shot right back up before the defense could react.
Back to Caldwell Pope. Fires the three. Powell pulls it in. The Clippers have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Orlando has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Caldwell Pope finds Banchero. It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
Suggs, no good. Clippers trail by 19. Powell in the post. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. 13 feet out. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
The three from Suggs. Orlando again missing. The Clippers shooting efficiently, 50% so far. And it's Powell off the drive.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Magic.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And they might have won just one of the 3 meetings this year, but if you're going to win one, make it the last one against Los Angeles.
And one player just stole the show tonight. doing everything for his team. A monster night for Paolo Banchero.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
The three from Suggs. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Now Los Angeles with it. Puts up a three. Not going to go that time. Here's Batase. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Leonard passes to Dunn. Let's go with a three. They get the rebound. Second chance effort. Shot by Leonard, no good. Wagner outside. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that's
season of NBA basketball. How excited are you?
Oh, man, Kevin, on a scale of 1 to 10, can I go 20? I mean, we've been waiting for these games to start for months. The offseason seems endless, and there's always drama about player movement, who's going where, and expectation, but nothing better than getting that ball thrown up. And let's see these guys go at it.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Derek Lively. Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Marshall in at the small forward position. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And that is what Harden does. Draws fouls, hits shots, and makes plays.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Outside Irving. Pass to Davis. And Marshall kicks to Davis. Irving for three. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Leonard sets a screen for Harden from deep. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Harden.
Wasting zero time. Kawhi Leonard knew what he wanted to do.
When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brett, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be, we'll be hard-pressed to see that again, Kevin.
Now, here's Zubac. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. It's good.
Zubac really does have good hands and a soft touch near the basket.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Thompson. Fires the three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Oh, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Powell. In the corner, Harden. Here's Leonard. Can't get it to fall. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Thompson passes to Davis. Dallas moving the ball around. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Last game for the Mavericks, it was a loss to the Lakers. Harden kicks to Zubac. Powell sets a screen for Zubac. Pass to Dunn. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Irving with it. Thompson outside to stop the run. Driving to the basket. And Thompson throws it down.
That's the counter move right there from Clay. He uses the bounce, doing more than just stand still jump shoot.
And what a new era for the Clippers, Greg, playing here in their own arena, the Intuit Dome.
Yeah, no more sharing, right? No more covering up Laker banners. It feels like the Clippers are on their own 2 feet now. This was the goal for the ownership group, and they made it happen.
The shot by Powell, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Davis finds Thompson. Releases. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Dunn looking over the floor. Second shot opportunity, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That one is off.
Chris Dunn taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. And Thompson kicks to Irving. 1:03 left to play in the first. Shot clock at 6. Marshall passes to Davis. On its way from Irving for 2. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Harden with it. Guarded now by Irving. He gets that one. Harden's got 5.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Davis with a screen on Harden. Irving for 3. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
That's a shot that Kyrie's never going to pass up, and exactly the mindset that his team needs.
Irving against Harden. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
On the wing, Thompson. Dunn covering. Thompson outside. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers ahead. Up 6. And will... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Clippers.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the 5, down low. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Harden against Irving. It's stolen by Davis. Marshall passes to Thompson. Here's the 3. The offensive rebound. He's off on that one. Clippers leading by 3. Harden with it. Picked up by Thompson. And stolen by Thompson. Lively the pass to Thompson. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And finished off by Lively.
Sensational instincts from Klay Thompson that time. Amazing job of slicing up the defense with the pass.
Count it.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023. So all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And it's done penetrating. Pass to Powell. Nobody near Leonard. Off target from outside. The Mavericks trailing. Irving with it. Leonard picks him up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
Harden against Irving. The shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Thompson. Out left to the wing. Lively the pass to Irving.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Davis setting the pick for Thompson. To the paint. Davis kicks to Thompson. Just 3 to shoot. Launches it. It's hauled in by Dunn.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Pass to Zubac. Back to Dunn. Zubac with it. Lively defending. The drive by Zubac. Leonard, a good look. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
The guy who's all about team, Zubac. Very unselfish.
Irving against Dunn. Now Thompson. There's the three. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the three.
Leonard with the screen on Thompson. Pulls it from 20, and Leonard gets it to go. 7 points in the game.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Irving passes to Thompson. Here's Lively. Back to Thompson. Outside Irving. And Marshall kicks to Irving. From outside the arc. Marshall can't hit.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Done outside. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Powell. Zubac with the screen for Powell. They get it back. Now, here's Marshall. Outside Irving. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Clippers lead by 1. All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Checking out Los Angeles. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's talk about our game. The LA Clippers are in a close one.
Love that they're taking high percentage shots, and it hasn't been easy.
Thanks for joining us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Definitely been challenging the defense. Here early on, not settling for anything outside.
You want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
On the floor for Dallas, Williams is out there with Exum. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Prosper in at the power forward.
Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Jones checked in for Patty Mills.
Into the lineup for your Clippers.
Williams passes to Washington. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Washington's got the lead up to 2 now for Dallas. Jones in the post. He's against Williams.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. It's Williams with the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night. It's a close game here in L.A. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Eubanks finds Bogdanovich. No good from outside. Dallas has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12, and he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now, here's Exum. Defense right on him. Andrew Eubanks gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Here's Williams. Clock at 6. Pass to Prosper. Puts up a 3. Williams can't get it to go. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Eubanks the pass to Coffey. And he dunks it down.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Outside, Bogdanovich. In the corner, Eubanks with it. And it's off from three-point range. Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Exum, and finished off by Exum.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Back to Eubanks. And it's good for 2. Eubanks got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Williams against Batum. Gafford sets the pick for Williams. Pass to Gafford. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Gafford's got the lead, back up to 2 now for Dallas. On the wing, Jones. He's guarded by Williams. On the basket by Jones.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Outside Williams. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for L.A. Outside for Batum. Jones, no one around him. Nailed from three-point land. And now it's a 3-point Clipper lead. Now here's Exum. He is covered by Bogdanovich. Puts it up. And it falls over the rim and in. Exum's got 4 points now in the quarter. Outside, Jones. Outside, Batum. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket in this one.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Jones against Williams. They set the pick. Pass to Prosper. Exum with a wide open look. And the 3 ball is good. Exum's got 7. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Coffey. He's covered by Washington. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Clippers on top. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Harden kicks to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard dishes to Powell. That one drops for him. Powell's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Clippers.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Klay Thompson, really one of the more pretty jump shots in the NBA. I hope kids are watching. No wasted motion, incredible efficiency. The mechanics really do set the gold standard.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Pass to Powell, down low. Dunn kicks to Zubac. Here's Harden, diving in, and Harden with the stuff.
It's not a handful, it's a bundle of these kind of performances from James Harden. What a night.
Irving ties in. It's good.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Trying to get open is Davis. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
Well, Klay is going to draw that kind of attention, and that's going to open up opportunity.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Thompson against Harden. Pass to Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Well, still such a prolific passer in this league. You expect Harden to make those kind of dishes.
Anthony Davis, too much size.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Leonard, that's for 2. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one. Mavericks trail by 3. And here is Irving. Davis with a screen on Dunn. Irving looking for an opening. 6 on the shot clock. It's a hand on it. Lively. Great positioning on the putback.
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
Harden against Thompson. Harden can't hit. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 1. Moving against Dunn. Out to the wing. Now Thompson. Inside. Powell with the steal. Outside Leonard. Pass to Dunn. Zubac with the screen for Dunn. Kicks it out to Harden. 5 to shoot. The wing jumper off target. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. Pretty nice efficiency there.
Yeah, if you're a defender, you might want to be a little bit more patient, over anxious that time when Klay draws the foul.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
And they've also done a great job of just taking what the defense is giving them. Teams willing to give up a mid-range, take them, knock them down. They've done it.
Leonard kicks to Dunn. Kicks it out to Leonard. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
Man, the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
1:02 left to play in the final quarter. Davis with a screen on Dunn. Here's Irving. Count it!
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's Harden. Count it!
Oh, we've seen this before. Harden able to hit it when it matters most.
There's 48 seconds left in the 4th quarter. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Davis sets a screen. Irving kicks to Davis. Thompson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Shot clock at 6. Here's Davis. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Over in the corner, Zubac. Got it! And Jason Kidd is called timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And here's Harden for 3. It drops. And now a 4-point Clipper lead.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony.